My next guest tonight stars on Saturday Night Live, which will complete its 24th season in just a few weeks. Let's take a look at the man at work.
Oprah, Oprah.
Oprah? Oh. My children, it is I, the Oprah.
Please welcome Tim Meadows. You make a very fine Oprah, my friend.
Thank you, man.
Very sexy.
I'm glad I don't have kids, because that would be hard to explain to them what I do for a living. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I dress in women's dresses and I wear wigs.
I don't know. They might get into it. You know, I don't see you that much. It used to be, I'd see you more often. I'd see you in the hallways, because Saturday Night Live is shot, well, you guys are just 2 floors above us, above this studio. I'd see you all the time. I don't see you as much. You moved away, is that right?
Yeah, I got, you know, we moved up to Westchester County, you know.
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York, yeah. So it's pretty cool, because I'm a city guy, you know. So, like, when I first got there, one time I saw a deer, and I was like, oh, my God, look at the size of the rats up here, you know. And I was like, oh, wait, they have antlers. It's not exactly a rat. But I still threw a rock at it. And,
You'll get a note from the deer people.
yeah.
You know, I've always admired, I admire people that can do impressions. I can't do them, as Andy pointed out earlier. I don't do impressions. Thanks, Andy, at the top of the show. But you do a great Sammy Davis Jr., which you've done a bunch of times in the show. And I thought, what's the secret to doing a good Sammy?
Well, I love doing Sammy. And the secret, for, you know, all I know is that, you know, you have to talk in the back of your throat and shoot your jaw to the left, you know. So it's like that, man. You know, and then you have to do a little thing with the face, you know. And, you know, and that's pretty much how it is, you know. But, no, don't. The thing I love about Sammy, though...
There's some Jay Leno in there somewhere. I can't figure out where. But somehow...
Just in the jaw thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing I love about Sammy, or loved about Sammy, was just how he would end any song, you know. Like if it was just, happy birthday to... And you just think it would be you. It would be, happy birthday to you. Like that. Like, you had to clap, you know what I mean? You feel like an idiot if you didn't clap.
You got to give it up for Sammy.
You got to give it up for Sammy.
Now, what do you, you're married. You mentioned that. You don't have kids yet, but you're married.
No,
what do your wife and you know, do together to spare time?
Well, Conan.
And I think we'd like to see some photographs, if that's possible.
Actually, thank you. You don't want to see this gut, believe me. No, we do a lot of things. We hang out a lot. Hi, Andy.
Hi there. How are
you? We like to go out and check out the, you know, theaters and stuff, and we have this rule together that, you know, the other person will go and see a crappy thing, and you can't complain about it, you know. So I'll go see an opera, or I'll go see opera, or go see a ballet because she loves it. But the thing is, if I go to sleep, she can't complain. You know, so we worked out this little deal. But we went to see this opera. It was called Tosca, and it was with yeah, I'm sure you know. It was with.
Why are you assuming I don't? Just because I had a vacant stare. And I went, what?
It was with Pavarotti, and I had never been to an opera before, and like the only thing I ever, you know, I know about operas is that, you know, phrase that, you know, it's not over until the fat lady sings. And I was really pissed because, one, there was no fat women in the thing at all. You know, I mean, I figured, you know, if this is boring, you know, if there's a fat woman, you can at least have something to point and laugh at, you know, during the thing. Yeah,
so you got the deer people in your corner and the fat women in your corner.
Yeah. And so, you know...
the meanest thing anyone's ever said on the show.
Oh, no. Come on.
Okay.
That's not the meanest thing I've heard.
You're right.
Okay, thanks.
Far worse things. Thanks.
Yeah, so, you know, so it was okay, you know, it was pretty nice and stuff, but, you know, I know that, you know, opera's been around for a couple dozen years or whatever, but I've...
Invented in the mid-1960s, yeah.
During the Motown era. But, you know, I have a few suggestions, just one suggestion, just for you know, if they want to make it popular, if they really want to put it over the, you know, get it over, is that I noticed, like, after every act that they would come out and the people would clap and, you know, and I just thought that, like, you know, that's not really cool. You know, you should sort of wait until the end of the show, you know, then you clap, you know, because I just feel like if I'm going to give it up in the first act, you know, it's my first time at the opera, I might not know, it might not be that good to me, you know. The first act, they come out, you clap, you know, it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, you know, it's put so much pressure on you because what if the second act starts and then you realize, yeah, the first act was really good, you know? So then you feel sort of uncomfortable, like, well, maybe I didn't give it up then, so I have to give it up during the second act, but it's not really, you know, it's not really fair to the second act. It's not fair to the first act.
You were thinking about this way too much,
I know.
my friend.
I got it all written down. But I just think, you know, I feel that if you're going to give it up, you know, which I don't mind giving it up, I will give it up if somebody's a great performer.
Right.
But if you ask me to give it up after every act, then at the end of the show, I might not want to give it up anymore, you know? I don't care how good you are.
Right.
So, I mean, don't wear out my ability to give it up during the show. Because I will definitely give it up at the end of the show. You know, don't make me shoot my whole load after the first act. What?
It's an opera term.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
Was Pavarotti as good as they say? Was
he shot his load first.
Oh, no, stop that.
He's good. No, yeah, Pavarotti.
There's a TV critic here tonight.
No, yeah, Pavarotti, you know, I gave it up for him. He gives it up. He's good. Yeah.
He does a good job, that Pavarotti. Good. This weekend, Saturday Night Live, Jennifer Love Hewitt and the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
All right. It's
a
fine repeat. You're supposed to trick people into thinking, I got to check that out. And you're like, no, repeat. Yeah.
I saw it already.
Maybe they didn't do it right the first time.
Yeah, they're coming back to do it again.
Try again.
Yeah, Tim, thank you for coming.
Sure.
Tim Meadows, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Juvenile coming up.